Hey guys, welcome back. In my previous session, I discussed about absorption of digested products. The link is provided in the description. You can watch it for the details. Today, I'll be discussing about the topic Disorders of Digestive System and PEM. It stands for Protein, Energy, Malnutrition. These topics are from the chapter Digestion and Absorption from class 11 Biology. Let's start with today's topics. Disorders of Digestive System. In this, the inflammation of the intestinal tract is the most common ailment due to bacterial or viral infections. Here, inflammation is a part of complex biological response of tissues to harmful stimuli. I repeat it again. Inflammation is a part of complex biological response of tissues to harmful stimuli. Here the harmful stimuli can be bacterial or viral infections. In the affected areas of intestinal tract, some of the symptoms like redness, swelling, pain can be observed. The infections are also caused by the parasites of the intestine like tapeworm, roundworm, threadworm, hookworm, and pinworm. All these are the parasites of the intestine. They are endoparasites. They are living inside the body of host organism. Here the host is man. Such parasites are called endoparasites. Let's move to the next. Here, one of the disorder of digestive system is jaundice. In this disorder, the liver is affected. The skin and eyes turn yellow. This is called yellow pigmentation of skin and eyes. This is due to the deposit of bile pigments, especially due to high bilirubin levels. Normal levels of bilirubin in blood are below 1 mg per dl. Levels over 2 to 3 mg per dl typically result in jaundice. And these high levels of bile pigments and the yellow pigmentation indicate the underlying diseases involving abnormal heme metabolism. Heme is a substance precursor to hemoglobin. Heme is synthesized in bone marrow and liver. It is a precursor to hemoglobin. And liver dysfunction. If the liver is not functioning properly, in that condition also the bile pigments can accumulate. And one more reason could be biliary tract obstruction. This is obstruction in bile duct. So because of all these reasons, bile pigments levels can increase and it could result in yellow pigmentation. That is what we call jaundice. After this, let's proceed with one more topic, that is vomiting. Vomiting is an involuntary, forceful expulsion of the contents of one's stomach through the mouth. And it is controlled by a vomit center in the medulla part of the brain. Medulla oblongata controls involuntary functions of the body. vomiting is also controlled by it. There is a vomit center in medulla oblongata of the brain. The feeling that one is about to vomit is called nausea. A feeling of nausea precedes vomiting. Antiemetics are the drugs which are used against nausea and vomiting. I repeat it again. Antiemetics are drugs which are used against nausea and vomiting. In severe cases where dehydration develops, intravenous fluid may be required. This is about vomiting condition. Moving to the next, diarrhea. The abnormal frequency of bowel movement and increased liquidity of the fecal discharge is known as diarrhea. I repeat this again. The abnormal frequency of bowel movement. Bowel is part of the intestine, usually large intestine. So, abnormal frequency of bowel movement and increased liquidity of the fecal discharge is known as diarrhea. An infection of the intestines due to either a virus, a bacterium, or a parasite could result in diarrhea. And infection can be acquired from food or water that has been contaminated by feces or directly from another person who is infected. So, this is how the disease could spread. It can be prevented by improved sanitation, clean drinking water, and hand washing with soap. These measures can prevent. Oral rehydration solution is a treatment of choice. In this oral rehydration solution, water, sugar, and salts will be present. And this oral rehydration solution is a treatment of choice for diarrhea. After this, constipation. The feces are retained within the rectum as the bowel movements occur irregularly. Rectum is a part of the large intestine. The feces are retained within the rectum as the bowel movements occur irregularly in constipation, and the stool is often hard and dry, so it is retained in the rectum for a longer time. Abdominal pain, bloating, and feeling as if one has not completely passed the bowel movement. These are the other symptoms. Bloating is nothing but a buildup of gas in stomach and intestines. A person feels that full and tight abdomen. This condition is felt by the person. That is called bloating, a gas buildup in stomach and intestines. Complications from constipation may include hemorrhoids and anal fissure. Hemorrhoids are the vascular structures in the anal canal. In the normal state, these structures act as cushions that help with stool control. But if they swell, that result in a disease condition. Anal fissure is a break or tearing of skin in the anal canal. These are the complications resulting due to constipation. The normal frequency of bowel movements in adults is between 3 per day and 3 per week. This is the normal frequency. So this is all about the constipation. Let's proceed with one more concept, that is indigestion. The food is not properly digested, leading to a feeling of fullness. The causes of indigestion are inadequate enzyme secretion, anxiety, food poisoning, overeating, and spicy food. All these could be the reasons for indigestion, especially inadequate enzyme secretion. Enzymes play a very important role in the digestion process. They are biocatalysts. If they are not secreted in right amounts, digestion will not occur properly. That could result in indigestion condition. Indigestion symptoms may include upper abdominal fullness, heartburn, nausea, belching, or upper abdominal pain. Here, heartburn is a burning sensation in the chest region. Belching is release of gas from upper digestive tract through mouth. I repeat it again. Belching is release of gas from upper digestive tract through mouth. People may also experience feeling full earlier than expected when eating. So these are the other symptoms seen if a person is suffering with indigestion. After this, moving to another topic, that is protein energy malnutrition, in short PEM. Dietary deficiencies are widespread in many underdeveloped countries of South and Southeast Asia, South America, and West and Central Africa. So in all these underdeveloped countries, dietary deficiencies are widespread. Protein energy malnutrition may affect large sections of the population during drought, famine, and political turmoil. So drought condition, famine condition, and political turmoil can also affect large sections of the population. And this happened in Bangladesh during the Liberation War in 1971, and in Ethiopia during the severe drought in mid-80s. So during these conditions, PEM may affect large sections of the population. PEM affects infants and children to produce Marasmus and Kwashiorkor disorders. Let's discuss about them in detail. First, marasmus. It is caused by simultaneous deficiency of proteins and calories. Infants less than a year in age, if a mother's milk is replaced too early by other foods which are poor in both proteins and calorific value, then that could result in marasmus. Protein deficiency impairs growth and replacement of tissue proteins. I repeat this once again. Protein deficiency impairs growth and replacement of tissue proteins. Thinning of limbs results. The skin becomes dry, thin, and wrinkled like old man's skin. This is one of the important symptoms of marasmus affected child. Growth rate and body weight decline considerably, and the body is emaciated body. Emaciated body is nothing but extreme weight loss and unnatural thinness of the body due to loss of subcutaneous fat and muscles all over the body. That condition is called emaciated body. I repeat it again, extreme weight loss and unnatural thinness of the body because of loss of subcutaneous fat and muscles all over the body. Even growth and development of brain and mental faculties are impaired. Mental faculties are the ability to think clearly. That is also impaired. This is about marasmus. Infants less than a year in age are affected by marasmus, and marasmus is due to simultaneous deficiency of proteins and calories. Now, moving to the next, Kwashiorkor. This is produced by protein deficiency. It results from the replacement of mother's milk by a high calorie, low protein diet in a child more than 1 year in age. So it could be up to 5 years of age. Like marasmus, Kwashiorkor shows wasting of muscles, thinning of limbs, failure of growth and brain development. These could also be the symptoms. Some fat is still left under the skin. Moreover, extensive edema and swelling of body parts are seen. So this is very important feature of Kwashiorkor. Extensive edema. Edema is buildup of fluid in the tissues. Fluid accumulates in the tissues. That is edema. So extensive edema and swelling of body parts are the symptoms of Kwashiorkor. So Kwashiorkor is produced by protein deficiency. Moving to the next, some important questions from the topics that we have discussed so far. The first question, the disorder in which feces are retained within the rectum as the bowel movements occur irregularly, that disease is? Answer is constipation. Second question, thin, dry and wrinkled skin and emaciated body are the symptoms of which disorder? The answer is marasmus. Next question, extensive edema and swelling of body parts are the symptoms of? Answer is Kwashiorkor. This is all about today's session. For more videos, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon. If you liked the video, please share it with your friends. I'll be back with another session. Have a great day. Thank you all.